Morning everyone, how are we? It's Alex. Got some new bits and bobs in the workshop. Still busy. Got this Mercedes in. Big old bus. We are doing brake light reverse camera, it's going to go up there. I've had a load of stands delivered. There's a Kenwood one. I'm just cleaning up. Get some product in there. We got this thing to change out for a Pioneer. We got a fascia kit to do and sort all the bits and bobs out. And Alderson have just delivered, but they've kind of cocked up. So the new speakers have arrived. The APK165s. Just undo the packet. Obviously we don't need to use the crossovers with this one. Tell you what, stick it down. I'm waiting on a Forza, but they've sent me out the 8.9 bit, the regular one, not the Forza. So that's got to go back. But now I've got the front speakers. They're quite lovely, aren't they?
Lovely!
Nice big basket, big heavy magnet. Nice pretty speaker. So that's the mid. And then I'm guessing in here we've got the tweeter pack. Money shot.
Oh yes I did! Oh yes I did!
Oh. The shake is not as strong with this one, Luke. There we go. So we get little crossovers, but we're not going to use those. But we do want these little badges. These little tweeters. How pretty is that? It's nice, isn't it? Little tweeter. So we're going to get that in a little mount, and that's going to sit in our dash pod, which will go up in there. Once I'm going to make it black so it's not so visible, and obviously cut the hole out for the tweeter. But yeah, so I started tuning this up yesterday just to get ready for giving it back to Steve. And yeah, we found the peak on the head unit. So turn the stereo on. Tell you what, let's have that light, that's a bit better. Turn that one out. There we go. Started tuning it up yesterday, had a conversation with Jazz about getting it all ready. Obviously we were only waiting on the front speakers. So he said, you know, plug it in, get it all set up, ready to go. So we found the peak on the head unit with the SMD of where it distorts and where it doesn't. And for your information, when you turn up a Q7, you get entertainment written on the screen. And just around about where it says entertainment, the I, that's where it distorts. So anything after that on a 1 kilohertz test tone, it distorted just after the I. So about 2/3 of the way up and it was distorting. So we plugged in the inputs into the stereo, into the amplifier. So we've got no speakers connecting, we're just playing like the sort of setup on the Alderson bit sort of computer system. Start allocating what speakers are going to do what and setting up the crossovers and filters and all that. And the AP light here, that went from blue to red. And every time we tried resetting it and doing something else with it, it then all just wouldn't do anything. It went red, it wasn't happy, so we got a problem. So spoke to Jazz yesterday, they said they'd send another one out, but unfortunately they've sent me out an 8.9, not the Forza 8.9. Gutted. So it's about par for course this week. Problems and issues, and yeah, I can't seem to complete any work. Hopefully I get this one done today. But you know, these things are sent to try us. But we'll carry on. So I've got loads of stands, like I was saying. I've got the Kenwood one, the Alpine one in the corner. I've had 2 Pioneer stands delivered and an old Kicker stand. I'm not going to probably put these together, but I am going to use that because that's quite nice. We'll get something done with that, maybe some lighting in it or whatnot. And the Pioneer navigation stands. These are old equipment from an old shop, but good to, you know, good to demo. All helps. What else? The brakes are done on the Chaser. Let me show you that. I've ordered some wheel spacers because even though I'm running 18s, just turn that down. Even though I'm running 18s, you can see the little silver marks where the caliper hit. They aren't exactly small, but I've got the brakes in. Let's get the old light on so you can see that. So the brake calipers are in, pads are in, I've bled all the brakes, the discs are fitted. So nice. But yeah, they slightly catch, where was it? It was a bit on the rubber and a bit on the pipe there, from the edge of the wheel. So I've ordered a hub-centric spacer. Obviously you have the option of these things, they call them slip spacers. There's a 5mm and a 7mm, but to be honest, I hate these things. I think they're fucking dangerous. So the wheel needs to sit on this hub. The bolt only locates the wheel and keeps it tightened up. The weight of, like, you know, banging over bumps and things like that, the wheel needs to sit on the shelf of the shoulder of the hub. That's where it gets its strength. And obviously these things, they push the wheel out far enough, but you limit what the nut can thread onto, so you risk the chance of the wheel coming off. And because the wheel was not sat on the hub, any shock goes straight into the nuts and you tend to snap the studs off. So if you're using spacers on a car, get the hub-centric ones that bolt on, and then you bolt the wheel to the hub-centric, because these things, I say, they're shit. Do never use these things. Very, very bad. All right, so I'm going to crack on, get some work done. See you soon, peeps. Stop saying peeps, Alex. See you later. How are we doing, everyone? All right, Merc's all done. Looks posh. Camera's up. Steering controls are all going. Look at that. That's posh, isn't it? Get a bit of light on the situation. Even the fascia's textured, look. So that's his own radio. I've supplied him a digital aerial because he bought this thing and I don't like them. And he also supplied a microphone because he's lost one, but he's got the wrong size, because that's actually a 2.5mm, sorry, a 3mm jack. And this is a Pioneer which only has a 2.5mm jack. But shut the door, start him up, we'll go for reverse. There we go. Get the old handbrake off. Where's that? There it is. That makes reversing easier, doesn't it? You can see so much with these high level cameras, they're ace. Oh, the Lotus alarm is going off. Wonder what's up with that. Hey, how are we? Right, we're coming on. We're doing good. So, waiting on the amp. That's going to be the last thing. But for now, we've got this door apart. So this was our speaker. Oh, let's get some light on. Loving my little mod. There we go. So this was our speaker. So what I've done is cut the interior out, so that can stay like that. And we're going to use the standard connections here, and I'll solder some cables across to our new speaker on our mount, so we keep the factory plug. So all that will stay the same, so it's a little messing around as possible. And then over here, so that will be our speaker. Here's our MDF ring. That sits inside on the inner shelf. like that, nice snug fit, so we're not going to get any rattles, like that. Then we get our APK 6.5. Tell you what, let's grab the tweeter as well. We'll do both of these. La 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 la. Right. I'm going to pop you down so you can see what's going on. Look. There we go. So there's our AP 6.5. The K is the coaxials, my bad. APs, those ones. We got our little mount support, aka the box. Pop that in there like that. And then our speaker drops in there. So you'll get all the beauty of Audison in a little ring, and then we'll solder on those connections in there. And then I've got my tweeter mount made out of plastic. And that one, when it's glued in, sits in there. So we're getting these wired in, getting this done, and then we're pretty much car back together, give it a clean for Steve. Give it a clean, tidy stuff up. Obviously this tweeter's already done. That's already in there, the mid's already in there. And then all I've got to do is plug in the amp and tune it once it's all cleaned and sorted. And then we are rocking. He will be a happy bunny. Can't wait. In a bit, tater chip. So we've got a little spot of hot glue under there, hold the tweeter in its little mount. I can screw into the dash. We've got our soldered joints on there for the speakers, so it can use the factory connections with our MDF spacer. And you end up with that. Looks factory, but obviously isn't. Cool, huh? And the last thing we've got to do, oh, get some hot glue on my camera, that's not going to help. We got our fast rings. We want the outside one for this one. Undo the sticky. And then place that in onto our speaker inner. And obviously this is going to guide, acts like a little suction cup. So when you put the speaker inside the door and the door card back on, the door card will basically press against this. So it stops any of the sound going out into the cavity of the door, and the sound will just get piled straight into the car. So you get all of the speakers, all of the nice sound, instead of missing any. I do need to trim this down just a smidge, just to get it so it's not kind of overlapping, but just so it's a nice fit. And that's that one done. Good to go. He's had a wash, tidied it up a bit. We're all waiting on replacement amp for tomorrow. Good to go. But it's all back, cleaned. Just waiting on the amp. But we got the dust off of it. But all the speakers are in, looking standard. You'd never know, but when we turn this Badger on, you will know it. And I'm now just sorting out my shit pit of a workshop. Morning everyone. How are we? It is a Saturday. The calm before the storm. Not only in the workshop, but outside we're expected some mad old weather today. So hurricane or gale force 80-mile-an-hour winds expected tonight and tomorrow, so it should be fun. Still waiting on this thing. It's all washed and cleaned and hoovered, nice and tidy. I'm just waiting on the stuff turning up, and I got this Mercedes SLK in, which we are doing a little stereo business on. It's having a CarPlay and Android Auto unit. I'll get rid of that thing there. Do something nice with it. Hey everybody, how are we? I'm just going to touch on some stuff because it seems to be getting quite a lot of chit chat and quite a lot of comments. Right, one, I don't work for Pioneer, okay? I only recommend Pioneer stereos because I like Pioneer stereos. The guy that told me to fuck off because I don't know anything, the million questions I get, I answer what I can, but I'm not paid to do it. So if you like the unit, great. If you don't. It's not a problem, I don't mind. But the handbrake earth now has recently been discussed. If you have an American unit, you need a latching relay, otherwise this trick doesn't work. If it's a UK unit, then it will. All right, so here is Pioneer's loom with our handbrake cable, and this is simply what you do. Handbrake cable, earth cable. Okay, so you've got two cables there together, right in the middle of the loom. Just hold them together, get your cutters, obviously not plugged into the car, get your cutters, go for them too. This one, lob it, and then you've effectively got that. Okay, handbrake, earth, other earth. All we're going to do is join these two together and these two together, or this one together, so they're going to go together. And this is how you bypass the handbrake earth. So we get our bullet connectors. Twist the two together, put on your bullet connector, push it all the way down so the ends are covered, crimp it on. Right, there's one. Okay, one connection, two wires, one connection. Then we get the other end, male. You know why it's a male, female, self-explanatory. Male goes on, crimp it, so you've got two wires, one connection, one wire, one connection. Push them in. That is your handbrake earth done. Okay, if you do need to, this is a telephone mute, and this is the reverse camera positive or negative input depending on which one you use. Now this you probably want to tape up, because if this goes down to ground it can create an earth in the unit and shut the sound off. So you tape up this one. This one, if it's not being used, you don't really need to worry about it, but some people like to tape them up anyway. But that's it. Okay, Pioneer loom, handbrake earth. Hello. Where you going, Bex? Where you go?
Look at the olive the bar.
This is going in.
Is it going in, is it?
Yeah. Lucifer's going to rape him tonight. Tomorrow morning there'll be Lotus and Lamborghini babies. You know that?
buckle.
Give it one little bang. And again. Yeah, buddy. Nice. Right.
This will be funny tonight.
That's
You'll
it.
take them over your time, yeah?
No, staying in here.
Do you? The keys leave in?
Yeah.
It doesn't take you long to get down there anyway, does it?
3 minutes, mate.